Hello everybody and welcome to Cooking with Johnny and Renee and Michelle.
Yeah.
All right, give us just a second and we're gonna get started.
This time.
All right, we're good. Okay, so tonight, Johnny, tell us what you're cooking up.
Tonight we're going to be doing pot roast and tomatoes au gratin. The pot roast got started. We'll get to that in a few minutes. I'll tell you what I do beforehand. Most of it's what we've already went over before. You can go to previous videos to start. What we're going to start with here is Michelle is going to be our grater tonight. I have Parmesan cheese and sharp cheddar. And she's going to show us the grater here. Set it in there.
And now we're going to pull down on it.
And this will save you some instead of having to buy packages of cheese. Buy the blocks, cut them up.
And this is a nice grater. It's very easy to operate.
Welcome, Tina.
And so yeah. Also it saves time than having to actually do that.
And it also saves your fingers because I always grate my fingers instead of the cheese.
She does. It's pretty.
I'm going to start slicing tomatoes
Put
for
that
her.
in there. And
Now I've already got the oven heated at 450.
Okay, so what Johnny is saucing are some tomatoes, and what we're gonna have tonight is tomatoes au gratin.
Can everybody hear us?
Can you hear us, Tina? Can you hear us, Tina?
for the ones that can't hear us, we're going to try to fix that a little bit.
I'm going to take the mics out and see if them.
Okay.
Oh, she says she can't hear us. Thanks, because we're trying out some new ideas tonight on the sound because I know we were having trouble hearing Johnny last night. Are you hearing him pretty good?
So now that we got the cheese grated, that's the cutting up tomatoes.
Okay. What's the next thing? Okay, go ahead and take this out of the way. You got it cleaned up for me?
Oh, make it.
Then you can go ahead and put it in the little silicone prep bowl. Those are one of the neatest things I think we have. I do love the grater, but she's going to put this in the little silicone prep bowls. There's 3 sizes of these, and we have them all sitting out here.
Yeah, and they got lids as well.
Welcome, Dwayne. These are great. You can put them in the microwave. You can put them in the oven, I think up to 400 degrees if I'm correct.
400 degrees. Without the lids do not go in the
Yeah, the lids do not go in there. They do have measurements inside of the little cups, and they're soft and pliable. So these are really, really, really neat. Very versatile tool for microwave
And
oven.
this is nice because you can put the lid on it, like so, and then it doesn't spill.
Now, they're not leak proof, but it does keep solids from spilling.
Yes. Like cheese, per se, like we're doing right now.
Tina says she loves the manual food processor. I think Shelly likes that too. So we're going to use that in a little bit.
Go ahead. Can I take the lid off?
She says great for chocolate. We haven't tried it with chocolate yet.
Take these crackers out.
Welcome, Raquel. So what Shelly's going to do now is she's going to crush up these crackers, and then in a second we're going to blend the cheese and the crackers and I think some olive oil to make the topping that's going to go on these tomatoes au gratin. Now meanwhile, while they're doing all of this, Johnny has a roast over here in the crock pot.
No.
So it's not a crock pot, excuse me, I keep getting corrected for that. Tell us about the pressure cooker.
Well, it's a versatile, not just pressure cooker. You have the sear functionality. You have also a crock pot functionality. You have the Instapot functionality. You have the proof functionality. You have the dessert functionality. And what is the other?
And
Steam. So if you want to steam your vegetables, you can also steam in there.
So now what is proof?
To proof bread.
Oh, to proof bread. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to crush up the crackers.
Right. Now I'm cutting up red pepper. We went to the farmer's market and got these. Mine are not ready yet.
Oh, do you like it, Raquel? You like your food processor? I hate dragging the big power corded one out. It just takes so much time, and then there's so much cleanup involved with it. Dwayne wants to know what we're making. So in the Instapot cooker here, we have the pot roast that's going there. And while we're doing that, Johnny is preparing a tomato au gratin. And that's kind of ideally with fresh tomatoes. Ours haven't started maturing yet, so we've got some from a local vendor that are really, really good, so they're very close to fresh. So he's gonna have that layered with some cheese and also some basil, olive oil, and I think that's all that's in there, actually. I think that's it.
Basil, olive oil, cheese, salt, and pepper.
Oh, so you have the Insta cooker. Okay, so you're mainly using it to cook rice. Well, you may find out some different things that you can do with it. Now, I've had an Instapot before. This is so much more versatile. I did not care for the Instapot. Really, the one that I had did not last very long. Welcome, Julie. Which tonight we're doing tomatoes au gratin and a pot roast. So Johnny's working away over here to get this into the oven.
Now I'm over here crushing up a couple of crackers. Make sure that they're all crushed up.
So I'm layering the tomatoes.
And she's got to have some garlic in there too, I think.
And then over there, crackers.
And so open up the refrigerator, sweetheart, and grab that big jar of garlic out of the top. Oh, you got it? I think he's already got it for you. Oh, he's going to use now he's using the garlic press. And I do like the garlic press because I hate to touch garlic. I've always just bought the jar of minced garlic, which we use this to do the fresh garlic, but we've also used it with the minced garlic to kind of push it through to get it to be a little bit finer. Dwayne says he has a birthday coming up.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Now remember, share the post on the page. We've already got you. We've already announced what one of the gifts is in our party in the next week. And if we reach 200, I will be giving away to all the members that have joined the Facebook, our Facebook
The launch party.
to one of those. And we've also got other gifts. So.
Well, one of those, you mean the garlic press, or what are you? What is the gift? The garlic press?
No, the gift is the cork.
Oh, the cork. Okay.
Yeah, the cork and the
cork.
scoop thing that you wanted.
Oh yeah, that I forget what it's called, but it's like a melon ball maker, but it doesn't have a round part on the bottom. It's just like a loop of wire, more or less. So you can take the centers out of things, but you also can do it for decorative work as well. One of the things I like doing, and we haven't previewed these yet, and I don't know how many of you have ever had them before, but we do a stuffed dill pickle. And it's basically cheese and cream cheese. And I think there's a little onion and garlic in there. I'll have to get my recipe out to remember everything. But you blend that up and you core out the pickle and you put that stuffing in the pickle and then you wrap it in bacon and bake it. And those are divine. And I can't wait to get this tool in so that I can use it to hollow out these pickles because that's a time-consuming job. Hello, Patsy and Leslie, welcome. We have Johnny and Michelle working away over here. Michelle is crushing up some crackers and garlic for a tomato au gratin.
And what I'm doing is I'm layering this a little at a time, salt, pepper,
Your basil.
basil,
your olive oil,
right in here. Olive oil on each loaf, a little on each loaf. Let me get going here, Michelle.
Okay.
And don't forget your basil.
Oh, we got it in there.
Okay.
Now, diced up tomatoes that on the ends. I just don't like wasted tomatoes. I love tomatoes. I love tomatoes year round.
And this is a really good dish. It just kind of screams summer, which I think this would be wonderful with some fried okra too. But
Yes.
which kind of our premise for this meal tonight is a one dish meal, but then also the side is coming off while we're cooking in the Instapot over here. So while this is going, Johnny's over here preparing something else so that this Instapot frees you up so that you're able to do other things in the kitchen. And if you wanted to just have the roast that we're cooking, you could go outside and do your work, water your plants, whatever you need to do, and come back in and everything will be ready to go for you.
The roast will take about an hour and 15 minutes from beginning to end. It's total. And
But basically freezes time basically, so you can do other things at the same time while cooking in the instant.
So that's why we started a little bit early, is so that we could get everything going. But now he was able to use this on the sear feature to sear the roast and get the outside of it kind of browned, and also brown up any onions or anything like that he was putting in there to start the process.
And as you see, there's a couple of settings on here. As you notice, there's chicken and poultry, beef and pork, fish and seafood, soup and stock, beans, stew and chili, and desserts. And
Yeah,
there's
you
also-
can do desserts in there. Now, one of the things that I am wanting to try is either a peach or a chocolate cobbler. So I've kind of got that on the to-do list.
You can also do an apple cobbler probably in here too, and pudding probably.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that. You might. I don't know if it would work for a pudding or not. We'll have to try. We'll have to test that out.
what's
But
that?
doing a pudding in there,
Should be able to.
I think it would. I think it probably would.
You can do any type of pudding in here probably. I thought this one like one of those really, really sticky puddings because it was sticking inside while cooking.
I think the cobblers would do really great. So a chocolate one, I think even a strawberry one would be good. So you could maybe even combine those two things, chocolate and strawberry.
And you'll see I have 4 tomatoes, real pretty good sized tomatoes.
And for layering crackers.
I've
And
got layered,
tomatoes.
I've been crackers that are crushed up. You can use, if you want croutons you got in your cabinet, you can use crackers, if you want to do toast.
Like toast.
Whatever, you're making you want some kind of dry bread. You don't want the loaf bread in there.
Don't. You have to like toast it.
Raquel wants to know if Donna's our competitor. Not yet. She's not selling yet, but we are planning a trip in a couple of probably a week and a half. We'll be going down to Dolphin Island, and we're planning on including her in some of the escapades we get into down there. So we have big plans for that. We're going to try to do some seafood, maybe some blue crab, some of the stuff that we find down there that's being caught local and wild. We're going to try to do with the Pampered Chef products. Now, we're using a lot of the products tonight, but like we mentioned the last time, we like mixing it up with things that we already have, so you don't have to have the full line of Pampered Chef to be able to use it and enjoy using the products. You can use it with other things that you already have in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Which Johnny's all about heirloom and things that are passed down, so he has like lots of the iron skillets. Some of them were my grandmother's, my mother's, and then some of them belong to members of his family, his mom, his dad, and we use those things along with the Pampered Chef.
Yeah. Pampered Chef is
There's
so
no use throwing away if you got a good cast iron skillet. I mean, you can't be, it's never gonna go away. But,
Well, I don't know. Lindsay can break it. I promise you, Lindsay can break it.
This is my chef knife. I've got 7 more.
Welcome, Frida.
This knife here, when I bought this knife, it was $125.
Yeah.
This is the sake that, and if you look online, I think the Pampered Chef one, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know what it's like. But getting a good knife, you saw those tomatoes, I chopped them right in front of you. I just did 4 tomatoes, sliced them, and got them ready to go. I have what we call a tomato knife. It helps me peel the cork some out. Some of them I sliced that they had just really broke up different ways. Another tip I can give you is that I keep a basket in my sink. I throw all my junk over here. That kind of cuts down on having stuff on my counters. And of course, I use a cut board over my sink to help out. I got everything in here: salt, pepper, cheese, tomatoes,
Basil.
are ready to go. The basil's on in here already, so we're going to.
Did you put cheese back on the top?
Yes.
Okay, so we're good to go.
Ready to put this in the oven. Uncovered. Oven was preheated at 450, and you're talking 20 minutes. And by the time this is done, pressure's released, the tomatoes are gratin will be done, and we'll serve both meals. Again,
Sometimes it's at the same time, and sometimes it's at different times. So.
Well, that's an excellent point. So one of the things with this cooker that you have to take into consideration is it does have to come up to pressure. So it does take a few minutes for it to get the pressure inside of the cooker. It's kind of like your traditional Instapot kind of thing. It does come up, kind of slowly at first, but then once it starts cooking and you go through the cooking process, the pressure does come down quickly. So it's not like you have to just wait forever for it to be able to get into it like the Instapot.
Also, after it's done cooking, there's all different cuts. So when you turn this one, it closes and this one opens. And if you press this button, steam comes on.
Yeah, let's not press that button because we're still cooking.
Not yet.
Which I haven't really cooked with this that many times. I think it's safer for me anyway than the traditional pressure cooker because I just tend to forget things, go off and leave them or whatever. And
It can blow up.
I did blow up one years ago in my kitchen. So I do like this concept better.
This one's much safer, and it's better because it has different settings, different things, and there's also keep warm, slash cancel, and start button.
are you done now?
Yeah,
And Shelly likes to help a lot.
yeah.
Okay, let's go back here. I started out with got the Instapot and I let it go to sear mode. I let it sit for 3 minutes and for it to get hot. I put olive oil and then I had the steak. Of course, like I tell you, anything you get out of a grocery store, put it in salt water. You will be surprised the difference it'll make in the taste of your meat. No matter poultry, pork, beef, let it soak.
Seafood?
Anything.
Especially seafood.
Yeah. Vicky was like totally shocked at what, I don't care if you're cooking catfish.
It will
But
make
it
it
is-
taste really good.
Yeah, you get that taste out of it. That's fresh catfish right out of the lake. Put in some heavy salt water. When I say salt water, I'm not talking about a sprinkler. I'm talking about cutting it down with heavy salt water.
Probably like a quarter of a cup maybe or something like that. Yeah, it's quite a
You
bit.
want it to taste like you're in the ocean.
So it's more or less a brine.
Yeah.
And you can also do crab with them too.
But I seared the meat. I did 5 minutes on each side. I pulled the seared meat out on a plate. I left it searing. I had my onions chopped while I was searing for the 5 minutes. I continued after I turned it over at 5 minutes. I went back to chopping my celery, my onions, the rest of the way. I did onions. I did a pepper right out of the garden. We got a banana pepper.
I think that was a hot banana.
And then I had small baby potatoes that were ready to go. I got them in there. I got baby carrots in there with it.
Yeah.
I put them in there after that. After I pulled the meat out, I let them cook for about 7 minutes to just get the vegetables to sweat. Then I added blackberry wine to the bottom of this. So it's going to have a sweet flavor into the vegetables.
And
Salt and peppered my vegetables before I added the meat back in there. Again, seasoning. I put the pepper in, then I put rosemary, ground rosemary on top of my meat. I closed the lid. I moved it from cancel, moved it from sear mode to beef and pork. Hit start, let it come to temperature. We're at 8 minutes now left on time of being cooked. A total of 35 minutes to cook from that point of when you get pressure, once it comes to pressure. Any questions?
Raquel has an interesting question, and I'm not sure if she's serious or if she's just kind of pulling my leg here. But she says, can you program your Instapot with your cell phone?
Not at this time. I wish. I really wish.
Yeah, we do need an app for that. That would be great. That would be a nice suggestion for the company.
Technology would be Wi-Fi, if I had this where I could, I wish I could just get it going and everything going, but the app would, I'd like to have it where it would tell you if he's outside, you can go in the outside if your pressure cooker is done and started. That kind of stuff would be handy, just does want you to know. But that's not there yet.
Oh, he says he's serious. He says he's serious. So.
Yeah, I'm serious too. I love it. I'll pass it on. And
we're all about technology. That's what both of us do for a living. So we're all about technology.
Also, hopefully they do make one with the app.
We would love to see that made with the app, but I don't think
I'd
they're
like
there
to see
yet.
A lot of things made with that. We had it where I turn my oven on with the app, so I mean, that's not a problem. I don't have anything else.
Anybody got any questions?
Which we'll post pictures of everything once it's done.
Once it's done.
And we might even shoot a short video just to kind of show you everything coming out. But that's pretty much all we have. I don't want to just bore you with the food sitting there cooking. But we have kind of showed you a few of the products. We've talked about the little silicone bowls. Those are really neat because they are microwave safe. And let me go back and show those. Oh yeah, we did forget those. Let's talk about those first, then we'll look at the silicone bowls. These are the little silicone pot holders. Those are kind of like little lobster claws. There's also this little square piece that you can put on your table to set hot pots on or pick things up with. And there's a mitt around here somewhere that this is probably my favorite Pampered Chef product. Yeah, we have two red ones. They came out as red, but we've recently gotten this new one here that is gray. But that's one of my favorite products because you can pick it up and pick up whatever you need to out of the oven with it and wash it. It's very easy to wash. And these are the silicone bowls. Can you tell us a little bit about the silicone bowl again?
The silicone bowl, somebody was talking about pudding a while ago. These are microwave safe. These are oven safe. The lids are not. These lids are not made to seal. So if you were going to take this somewhere and say, oh, I put this on here and it's not going to spill. That's not what it's designed for. It's just
for freshness.
For freshness. To put in the refrigerator to keep the air down. But I mean, my mom used to make pudding in a bowl all the time. This will go from oven to refrigerator. So you can actually put a pudding mix in here, mix it up, put it in a microwave, get it going, take it out, let it sit for a minute, put it in the refrigerator with the lid, or without the lid, depending if you want your pudding to have a film on it or not film on it. It's kind of the way it's going to be. The reason for each one of them.
But the lid would be useful in case if something.
Again, it's flexible.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
So you can take this as your mold.
Or if you have arthritis or problems handling bigger things, it's very light and it's easy to grip. So it's not something that's going to just be really hard to deal with.
The other thing about it is, how many of you have milk butter? I mean, I melt butter for cakes, pies.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Which it does get hot. I haven't used it for that, but they do say that it will get hot in the microwave as well. So it's not like you can just go in there after it and grab it, which is my bad habit. I throw butter all over the kitchen on the regular.
Open the door and do the,
Which one?
should be the one right there. Always the thing. They make a pair of what they call finger mitts. Your shell can come out.
Oh yeah, that's to take stuff out of the.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I'm gonna move you back over here because the lighting is terrible.
I'm sorry. I look better in the shadow than I do in light anyways. So, I mean, these are very handy, very expensive. So if you're looking for some good heat resistant protection, this is the reason I got these for Renee, because I'm tired of hearing ouch and dropping and broken glass. But yeah, they have grippers on them, so very handy. And of course, it's not as big as a glove or one of those other mitts. It's something you grab a tin and grab and go, or out of the microwave. I would not use this on the stove.
No, I don't think it would give you enough protection for that. But now those are some of the things that we've used tonight. And also this grater, which for those of you who came in late, Michelle, if you go back and watch the first of the video, she was grating cheese on this little grater. And the best thing about this is you don't have to scrape your knuckles, because I'm always leaving part of my skin in the grated cheese. So that's a wonderful aspect of that, is just protection for your fingers.
Any questions?
I think that's it. So if nobody else has any questions, then we're going to leave you tonight. We'll be broadcasting again. It'll probably be next week before we do this again. But we'll try to come up with some different products. We've got different things coming in all the time. So one of the things that I'm hoping we get this week so we can do it next is an ice cream maker. That's kind of what the peaches on the counter were for, but it hasn't come in yet. So everybody's at the mercy of the COVID shipping routines. That is another thing that I want to mention. If you do order, we have our launch party that's coming up in the 26th.
The 26th, we're going through the Monday because it's July weekend.
Yeah, it's coming up the 26th, going through Monday. And my son Austin has a party going now. It's called Adrian and Austin's Party. And they are taking orders now. So if you see something that you want, you can go onto our page and get
Our
onto.
page directly and order directly from our page too. You don't have to go through any parties at all.
Yeah, that's correct. You can. So we just wanted to let you know, no pressure to buy anything. What our joy in this is just showing you what we're cooking and how we're doing it, and just showcasing some of the things that we like to do in our kitchen. Like I said last night or the other night when we did this, we are just kind of amateur cooks, and this is a very low-key, real kind of experience in our kitchen. So we thank each of you for joining us tonight, and we hope that you'll join us in the future. We will try to get better at giving you timings for when we're going to do these things, because right now we're sort of getting started, so everything's just off the cuff.
Our
So
work schedules.
yeah, it's difficult sometimes for us to make concrete plans, but we'll try to get better at doing that. But thank you, everybody, and we enjoyed having you. So we will see you the next time. Good night.